Go, Rocky.
Fifers arriving. Welcome to the Fifers DD991 podcast. I'm Rocky, that's Gilly, Little Tate, and Thumper. And this is episode 50, Memorial Day Part 2. Who would like to begin?
Yo's pulling up some stuff.
No,
He's deep in thought.
Little Tate, what's that video you showed us earlier? Fuck, we'll start with that one.
The lady or the fat electrician with the flying manhole cover?
Either one. Either one works.
Operation Plum Bob. They're like, we're going to take a nuke.
So I don't know if people may have seen this one, but this goes to show American ingenuity. And we may have had the first object in outer space. So this is from Easy Podcast, and this is like the fat electrician. So
Operation Plum Bob. They're like, we're going to take a nuke. We're going to put it in this 500-foot hole, and we're going to put a regular bomb down there too. But we're going to blow up the regular bomb. And in theory, the nuclear safeties will stop the nuke from going off. But the bomb down there blew it up. Nuke went off too. Blue flames 800 feet into the air. Then the second one, this time they put concrete on top of it, like 3,000 to 4,000 pounds of concrete. Then they put a 2,000-pound manhole cover over the top of it and welded it shut. And then they put a high-speed camera on it. They detonated it. The camera, I think it was 1 frame per millisecond. It captured the manhole cover in 1 frame. We can only calculate the minimum speed it would have had to have been moving. That was 150,000 miles an hour. It would have cleared the atmosphere in a second. So there's a really strong argument that that manhole cover is actually the first man-made object in outer space.
12 guys.
oh, that's one.
But what is it with the fucking Iwegians with the fucking red hair?
What?
He's from Iowa.
It's not a thing. I mean, it's not a thing.
It's just really funny because it's like, oh, we're gonna put a nuke down a hole and then we're gonna put a bomb on top of it.
That sounds like something our government would do.
What did they think was going to happen?
I don't
Well-
know, especially with the fucking manhole cover welded down. Like, you just turned a fucking giant firework on, man.
I know. Like, seriously.
You've seen the ones with the guys where they're putting firecrackers and then the pots, over top of it, fucking shooting them out.
That's like the shit you see on fucking Looney Tunes that Wile E. Coyote tries to do to fucking get the Roadrunner, dude.
I don't even know if those were actually true, man, because some of that shit we do.
Well, the Roadrunner, he finally did get the Roadrunner eventually.
Yeah, he got him with an M16 in the comics. I remember seeing that. My dad showed me that. It was like in the early 90s or something like that.
Yeah.
He finally caught him.
But I do have one for Memorial Day, and I know it's going to hit Thumper a little bit harder. You've probably seen it. But this is from, I don't know if you guys have seen JD DeLay, ex-con, reformed. And he does love the military a lot. And he showed this one. And I know this one's kind of circulated, but for anybody that hasn't seen it, this is, what we're talking about as far as Memorial Day goes.
12 guys since I've been here. 12 guys in the district. I've had 4 of my best friends get killed since I've been here. If I can save one American from getting hurt, and I'm doing my job. I don't care about my life. I care about my family's life. That's the only reason I'm here. This place, it'll make you pretty hard. It'll give you some thick skin. I'm not proud of killing people. I'm just proud to serve my country. I just want to be normal. I want to live a normal life. I'm sure I'll be all right.
That
So he-
sucks.
Overdosed.
That
Yeah.
sucks. I've seen that before.
Yeah, that one kind of circulates, but for anybody that hasn't seen it, it's the importance of, everybody serves, but it isn't always that combat that kills you. Direct combat. That's
Actually, it's everything after. There's been more veterans that have died outside of combat that died than died in combat. You
Mhm.
know, with everything that we deal with. That's the roughest part is dealing with the shit, the aftermath, and like I was one that I absolutely refused to use any type of narcotic painkiller. And I still do to this day. I will not use a narcotic.
Yeah.
I mean, I just had that tooth that was cracked. I had that extracted, and they did conscious sedation, which does use a narcotic, but it's such a small dose. And it was the one time. And then the pain medicine that they prescribed afterwards was a narcotic, and I didn't even fill the prescription. I absolutely refuse.
That's kind of crazy because I haven't got mine extracted yet, but when they told me what I would get afterwards, there was no mention of any opioid. It was same thing that I used Tylenol and ibuprofen was
They gave me hydrocodone.
yeah, they weren't offering anything. And I'm glad that they weren't. But you know what I mean? Like that was 2006, the overdose, when the opioid epidemic was starting to kind of ramp up and people were starting to find out more and more.
It's funny you say like right around 2006, right? For the opioids to ramping up. You know what else was happening in 2006?
No.
That was the height of the war. That was the absolute worst part of the war. That's why that's in 2007 they had the troop surge because the war was so fucking bad over there. Guys were getting hurt and getting killed and everything else and being shipped home. And guess what? That was a big part of the opioids was us coming home and getting put on this shit. And it's crazy because they were using opioids for a mental problem. It was those are painkillers, but they were actually giving them to us for PTSD.
Yeah, they're giving them out like Pez dispensers.
It makes no sense, that they would just dose us just to get us out of our heads like that and turn us into fucking zombies and then get us hooked on that shit. And then you wonder why we have so many homeless veterans living on the fucking streets right now, addicted to opioids. It's because of the fucking shit the VA did and the government pushed and the fucking doctors getting kickbacks and everything else.
I was going to say Big Pharma. Big Pharma has always been a part of all that stuff.
It's crazy to me.
Yeah, it's unfortunate too because we lost so many brothers and sisters to it.
Yeah, and so I'm a part of a bunch of veteran groups, like combat veteran groups and stuff on Facebook. And I mean, I don't know how many nights I've been on the phone with a veteran I've never actually even met because they're on the edge. And I'm trying to help them and talk them down and everything. There was a guy, his name was Chance, and I talked to him numerous times over a couple years. And the one time he posted on Facebook that he needed help and I didn't get to see it was the time that he actually did it. Fucking that killed me. Because I talked to that guy probably 7 times. And when I say talk to him, hours and hours on the phone each time. And he just had it rough, man. And he lived over in Pennsylvania. And the one time he posted and I wasn't able to call him was the time that it happened. And he overdosed on opioids. So fucking sucks, man.
Don't even have to be opioids that people fucking die from too. It's a lot of that shit that they fucking psych doctors want to try to put us on too. That's not opioids. That has all the side effects to it too.
There is antipsychotic medication that is some of the worst and hardest to reverse for overdoses. And I know this from real life as a paramedic. I had a 14-year-old that took amitriptyline and overdosed on it. And I did CPR on this kid for 2.5 hours. And we literally would get his heart started and stop CPR. The minute his heart started, he would start seizing.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden his heart would stop and we'd start CPR again. And then all of a sudden he'd start seizing because his heart was going. And then all of a sudden his heart would stop. And we did that for 2.5 hours.
Yep.
And the kid ended up surviving in Iowa City at the hospital, in the children's hospital, the Steed Children's Hospital. And he was in ICU in a coma for 2.5 weeks before they even attempted to pull him out of a coma. Like, he was medically induced. And that shit's dangerous. And like, the VA likes to throw out that kind of stuff too. You know, I have a picture of the meds the VA had me on. I should fucking send it to you so you can post it. Because that's a legitimate fucking crazy ass picture.
The VA had me on one. The last one I tried, and it wasn't maybe want to bite my tongue off. I said, fuck this. I stopped taking it immediately. I told that doctor, he said, we're going to try Dove. I said, no, we're done with your fucking meds. I'll tell you that right now. You know, and everybody in my group I go to on Friday nights at the group center, right? You know, at the vet center, they're like, well, you're not on meds. I said, no. I ain't taking their fucking meds. I've tried them, had side effects. I said, you know that if you have side effects, you tell your doctor you quit taking that med. You tell your doctor that too. You know, I said, you don't want those side effects. Those side effects will fucking kill you. You know?
Yeah, you're kind of damned if you do and damned if you don't. You know, it's and it's such a fucking Russian roulette with these drugs. And I've gone through pharmacology 1 and 2. You know, being a paramedic, I've used a lot of drugs on patients. I know interactions and contraindications of drugs and side effects and all this going through these classes as a paramedic. And it's scary, dude. It's real scary.
Well, it's like they even had me take that genetic test, right, to see what the different medications would be, right? Chances of like side effects are. You know, I still had them with that. I said, first of all, I said, you got to remember too, talking to the VA doctor, I said, look, people that have alpha gal are more sensitive now to medications than we ever was before. I said, so you got to take that into account too.
Yeah. So this was my nighttime meds. This wasn't my daytime meds. Let me.
Nope.
This was just what I took at night, and a lot of these are the same pill, which is crazy. Hang on here. They actually overdosed me on these, and it actually almost tanked my blood pressure. The doctor, the way they prescribed it.
You want me to share that?
That was, you can go ahead and share it. Yeah, that was my nighttime pills. I took another 12 in the morning.
Oh damn!
So that was my nighttime meds, and then I took 12 other pills in the morning that were separate from those. So they weren't the same kind of pills.
Shit.
I don't do that anymore. I take 1 pill a day, and it's my heart pill.
Yep.
It's a beta blocker, which I don't even like using, but I have to because of my heart. But I take no pain meds. I don't even take aspirin or ibuprofen anymore. The inflammation in my body is so much better now that I'm eating clean and healthy that I don't have near as much pain. I mean, I have pain all the time, but it's not debilitating like it used to be because I cut a lot of that fucking preservatives and shit that the FDA was allowing in our food. I cut that out, you know?
Yep.
And I've lost weight doing that, and that makes a difference too. So, but
well,
yeah,
how much weight have you lost?
So I'm down 25 pounds roughly.
And how long of a period?
About what, 3 months? And
That's
I haven't
pretty
been
good.
working out. And I haven't been working out.
Huh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've just been watching what I eat, I do take very minimal supplements. I take an amino acid drink in the morning, which is nine amino acids, which is a complete protein. And then I take a methylated multivitamin, and then I drink hydrogen water, and I eat whole foods.
So you got a new thing, right?
The
Didn't
what?
you drop yours and break it?
No, that
No,
was me.
that was
Oh,
Gilly.
That was me.
Yeah.
That was me.
No, I still have the same hydrogen bottle.
Uh-huh.
I'm getting ready to buy the new one, the good one, the Echo. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the trigger on that, I think.
Well,
before
when you get it, let us know because I want to see what it looks like and then send me the link.
Well, I'll bring it with me too.
Okay, cool.
So it'll be with me in July.
Sweet. I want to look at one too. I've been wanting to
Yeah.
get.
Like up and close, I want to see what it really.
I want to drink from it.
You can. But yeah, it creates a ton of pressure inside of it, and it infuses that hydrogen. But like, I really don't do a lot. And my mom actually, she started doing my diet, and she's down to, I don't know if she wants me to tell her weight. So this is the best weight she's been at in 20 years. In
Ooh.
20 years. And my mom's got multiple sclerosis. She's got Sjogren's disease. She's got 5 autoimmune diseases, and she has been losing weight. Like, I think she's lost about 30 pounds in 3 months.
That's good.
And she's feeling better. My son, since he's following my diet, he took himself off of his ADHD medications, and he's feeling better. He feels like he can concentrate better. He has way more energy. My mom and I stopped taking naps during the day. I used to take a nap between 2:30 and 3 every day. And my mom would take naps during the day because of her MS. Now we can't even get tired during the day. It's crazy. Like, I don't take naps anymore. I can't.
Hey, Molly Marie Tate said hiya, so I just answered her back. Hey, what up?
Yep. I like my naps so bad.
I used to love my naps, but now I don't need them.
Now, if I wake up early, I'm gonna take a nap, right? If I wake up before 9 o'clock, I'm taking a nap. But if it's after 9, I don't take a nap.
See, I didn't go to bed until 2:00 this morning, or 1:00. It was like 1:30, I think. And I woke up a couple times, and I was up at 5:40, and I've been up since. And I can't get tired.
Hey, man, I like my kindergarten afternoon naps. Okay, that's
Right.
From back in the day, baby.
Yep. Molly goes, "What's that?"
What's
The teachers at the time needed their vodka and water, man, so they put you down for a nap.
Yeah.
Right?
She wants to
Dude.
hear what the diet is. Thumper.
So can we link that show, the Sean Ryan show, into it? If I share that link.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you just need the link, and then you just copy and paste it and put it in.
Yeah, you can do that in the comments. Copy and paste it to the comments there.
Yeah, if you're on Facebook, just take it and copy and paste it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me.
Yeah,
give me
Molly
1
goes,
second, I'll
"Ditto,
link
nap it up."
Let me get into it, and I'll link it.
On
real
a
quick.
on a lighter note, since we're all used to backyard engineering, I got one I think you guys will enjoy.
Okay, let's see what this thing is.
Gilly probably has seen this one, dude.
Probably have. I might not either. So, yeah.
Let me get it queued up really
If
quick.
it's backyard engineering, Gilly's probably done it.
Hey, I eat that backwards now. So come on.
All right.
I'm a sophisticated redneck. Get it right.
Sophisticated my ass. Oh, I've seen this. Yeah.
Oh, hell yes.
Oh, yeah. That's so cool.
I thought about doing that, actually.
It might be in that boat to be doing that before too long.
I'll tell
Dude,
you what, man. If I was into smoking food like I am now back in the day on the ship, that probably would have happened in the oil lab or somewhere.
Oh, Lord.
I've actually seen someone do like a food pop up in a small town here in Missouri with that same fucking cabinet set up right there, selling food out of it.
That would have happened in Maine 1.
I thought it was funny for people that are barbecuing and stuff. Most of it did it yesterday, like Gilly was saying. But I'm gonna cook some here in a little bit. But
Oh, I could have done that in Ox too.
yeah,
because nobody goes down there.
no, nobody.
That was my space. That would have been the perfect spot.
Oh,
People would have
shit.
been coming out of CCS smelling that fucking barbecue.
Like,
Hell
where's
yeah.
all this smoke coming from, motherfuckers?
What's on
And
fire?
And what's funny is the vent for the ventilation there is right at midships. So it would have been.
Why does it smell like barbecue out here like every other day?
Right. That would have
Where's all the meat keep going?
You just got set negative ventilation, suck that shit right off.
She said,
like
dude.
It discharges right at midships, so people walking on the main deck would have been getting fucking hungry as shit, thinking that chow's gonna be good, and then they get down there and it's fucking garbage ass food.
Yeah. What are you saying, Rocky?
Molly says, you guys, I'm craving venison so bad I can't find it in Hawaii.
Actually, there's one place that will allow you to fucking kill a fucking whitetail or the deer they have. I can't believe I might be access to deer, elk, all that. I can't remember which island it's on, but they sell it too.
I got a bunch of deer jerky I just made.
Hmm.
Oh, speaking of deer jerky, so my son was like, let's make some spicy ones. So I used my 3-pepper powder. Holy fuck, are they spicy?
Well, yeah. Fuck, what do you expect?
I put a little too much in it, I think, but
blow your face off
definitely-
and your fucking butthole.
oh my god, is it spicy, dude? It's 3 of the spiciest peppers. I mean, it's no joke.
Speaking of that, with baseball, you guys were talking about. Did you see the joke about the sizes of baseball fields and shit?
No.
You guys might get a kick out of this, you two. Oh, you bastard.
Did you know that the dimensions to a baseball field are just whatever?
Right?
Molly says, I don't fucks with baseball, just Facebook and NBA. And she wants you to send some jerky.
Send some. I don't know. Can you mail jerky? I mean, I guess you can.
Yeah,
You probably
mail
got to put it
jerky.
like the vacuum bag thing.
That's all you got to do. It works good. Mom, Dad sent that shit to me in Japan.
Yeah, remember when you were running that black market fucking deer jerky operation?
Yeah.
Oh, that was the second one. That was the second operation. This was 97. Mom, Dad sent me like 50 pounds of it, right? And that's how I got my beer money. Yeah, I was selling it. I called home, fucked up. I said, hey, I need some more jerky meat. They said, why? I said, I sold it all. And they're like, nope, we're not sending 50 pounds to you no more. Play some. So I'm getting 20 pounds at a time.
Running that illegal.
Oh, here we go. I fucking passed it. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yes. Easy to send that shit.
Yeah.
Share, download.
You still trying to find Sean Ryan stuff?
No, I found it. I just got to find how to copy the link. It doesn't have a link. It has a share.
Share that.
Here we go. Copy link. There we go. Motherfucker.
Uncle Sam is built in a future world. Reputations.
Son of a bitch.
Speaking of football, though, y'all probably seen this one, though. This guy's gonna catch hell. The broadcaster's gonna love this guy's name when they try to say it right here.
Oh shit!
Look at that. Look at his last name. Broadcaster's gonna love that.
Oh my gosh.
Nigman, huh?
Bigman
Oh,
is gonna get caught too many times. Somebody's gonna get caught up, and it's gonna be like the WNBA with everybody calling racism. Because
dude, that's actually his last name. You know.
So I was wrong on a couple podcasts back. It was they were looking into racism because they were booing old girl at the line when she was missing shots, and they're like, "Oh, it's creating a stressful environment for
well, Angel Reese sucks anyway. She can't hit nothing." You know.
Hey,
but on that,
real quick, I just want to let Molly know I put that link in there for it's the Sean Ryan Show with Gary Brecka. It's about a 4-hour podcast, but it's worth every little bit of listening to it. And that's for anybody else that's watching too. If you want to know about the diet that I'm on, it's not everything, and I don't use everything that he has or talks about. I have supplemented with other things, so you can always message me, and I can give you links to different things too.
But I think diets are that way, man. Everybody's different, so you got to tailor it to yourself.
Well, so the perfect aminos he uses is expensive as shit. Mm-hmm. So if you go get the raw ones that I get, they're some of the strongest on the market, and those are good. So, I mean, you know, that's where you got to know what you're kind of looking at. Otherwise, it's gonna throw everything off. What the hell are you laughing at?
He sent me a message on Zoom, and it was something funny. So I said, "You stupid." Back, and he just saw it, so he started cracking up. It was funny, dude.
And Molly, this stuff will actually help you gain muscle too. I just read what you wrote, and this will actually you'll tone up and build muscle as well, but it's going to lean you out first and get rid of the any fat that you do have, and then you'll start building, because then you can add in protein to it. You should be eating. There's a 30-30-30 rule that Gary Brecka has, and I'll go over it real quick. Within 30 minutes of waking up, you take 30 deep, long breaths and then eat 30 grams of protein. So that's what I've been doing. I eat a ton of protein in the morning, and then I take my aminos, I take my methylated multivitamin, and I drink at least 1 or 2 bottles of hydrogen water. And then I go about my day.
Hey, hold on. Molly, do you want to try and come on? You can just talk to us that way, because she's putting a ton of messages out there.
Yeah, I see her. She said, "Why the breathing?"
So, like, maybe she can just come on. We can talk to her that way for a few minutes or whatever.
I mean, if she has Zoom, she should be able to get on. You know, if she wants, we can talk real quick.
Yeah, just need her email address. That's it.
And she could message any one of us.
Oh, Lil just fucking popped on here.
He heard Hawaii, and he's like, "What? Shooting whitetail deers in Hawaii? What?"
She goes, "No, maybe another time. Yes, I would love, but you right now, like I got the dust all over my face, like lounging out." Yeah, you can just do audio if you want.
Yeah, you mean just hide your image. It doesn't matter.
And old Lil goes, "Having a dog helps with PTSD. I have one that reminds me that most of the people I come in contact are the same intelligence level."
Well, I would get so I thought about getting a service dog, but then I looked into it, and my asshole dog makes it to where I can't. Because she does. I mean, she was really good with my other dog, but she's set in her ways. She's old, and she's not a very good dog. She scares the fuck out of everybody.
Yeah, so you can turn off your video and still talk. It still works as long as you got a way to talk. What's fucking Chad up to? What's he in there writing about?
I don't know. It went pretty quick.
No, it's still on there. It's still there. He's talking about having a dog helps with PTSD. I have one that reminds me that most people I come in contact with are the same intelligence level.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I know people that are a lot less intelligent than dogs.
She's saying how on Zoom.
Just send me your email through Messenger, and I can send you a link through Zoom.
Yeah, and hopefully you have downloaded Zoom.
Well, while we're waiting,
building it, but I still don't know what it's used for. So we have.
Yeah, she goes, okay, I'll just stay right here. I don't give a fuck. Oh, there we go.
There you go.
All right, here, get it sent to you, Molly.
Oh,
here's another one while we're playing around. This is another one. I don't know if you guys have ever seen him. This guy, he's like Army intelligence. This is out of Kind of Consensual.
Yep.
Uncle Sam is building it, but I still don't know what it's used for. So we have these things called Coyote drones, and what they are is they're a surface-to-air, like they look like a missile pod on the ground, and you fire them at drones. And what they do is they literally fly up and explode on the other drone. So it's a drone hunting drone, which is like, okay, cool, that's useful. We're at the point where we're taking the PrSM, precision strike missile for the United States that fires out of the HIMARS and the MLRS, range of like 500 kilometers. And they're getting it to work. Like, it's pretty much there. They're about to deploy it. Cool. We've been working on this program for like 10 years. And then somebody goes, let's put Coyote drones inside of it. So now the government's working on putting surface-to-air explosive fragmentation drones inside of a surface-to-surface missile for reasons that I still don't fully fucking understand.
Oh, dude, that's like the Rapid Dragon. That's kind of cool.
But I'm trying to like rationalize.
Open up and have shit go in other targets, man. It's for more target.
So they have loitering drone and missiles now. So I could see where that would be because it loiters over, and so they're working on AI right now, and it's being used right now in Ukraine, where it's a loitering munition, and it will fly around until it finds a target and identifies it as whatever the AI has deemed a target. So you give it these parameters, and then the AI will just automatically scan and see what's a target and what's not, and then it will destroy that target without you having to tell it to destroy that target because it already knows it's supposed to. So I see that these are going to be basically used for that, because that's in my mind that when he said they were going to be loading those in and then firing them off, and it's a surface-to-surface missile, that's exactly what I see it being, is a loitering drone killing munition where it'll have multiple payloads and it can loiter probably for quite a while and be able to attack these swarms that you're seeing coming over from Iran and stuff, towards Israel. They had those drone swarms where, I mean, you're talking hundreds of drones all at once, and they were overloading because they figured out that the Iron Dome can only handle so much at one time. So drones, you can throw thousands of drones at one time at the target and something's going to get through, So that's what I think these munitions sound like they're going to be used for more.
They're just, all they're doing what the Japanese did, the kamikazes. They're taking that effect into the 21st century. That's what they're doing.
Well, yeah, you're talking a drone. If you start manufacturing them as fast as possible, you basically bring down the cost of that drone, right? So if you make 2 or 3 drones a month, those are going to be, let's just say, $7,000 a drone. But if you can make 4,000 drones a month, now you've cut that cost down, and it's a lot easier to go, yeah, we can let that one blow up. It's not a big deal. We're paying a lot less for that now.
It's like, you resend the email to Molly? She just messaged that.
Just did.
Okay, cool.
All right. Last one I got is shower thoughts for everybody.
Shower thoughts. Haven't heard those in forever.
I can either go good or go bad.
Yeah.
You're gonna love this one. Just because how many times you've shook somebody's hand. So this is like a life lesson.
More than likely, every hand you've ever shaken in your life has had a dick in it.
So true.
in here?
Where's Molly?
Hey, what's up, Molly?
Guys, how are you?
All right, we're glad to hear from you.
No talk. How do I make a name? Like how you did that little thing? Like
You have to go up to like it'll have like 3 dots or something like that, and you click on it, and then on the other one it'll say rename, and you just click on that, and you should be able to type it in.
Well, actually, you know what? I don't give a shit. You guys know who I am. I'll do it next time.
All right, so you want to continue with the diet thing for her?
Yeah. What other? What? I know you had a question on there, and I didn't answer it. What was the?
I forgot.
Was it about the breathing?
Yeah. Why the breathing?
So the breathing, the first thing in the morning that you should do is that deep breathing, because it helps deliver oxygen to your muscles and your organs, and it helps wake you up, and it helps kind of just re-energize everything, because when you're sleeping, your body dehydrates itself, and it goes into what they call starvation mode. So what you do is you give it a kickstart by taking 30
to
long.
let it know to stop that mode.
What's that?
To let it know to stop that mode or something to get started on the real mode.
It basically kickstarts your metabolism.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm picturing something like, I don't know if you guys, when you were kids, it's so dumb, but you would like bend over and hyperventilate and then try to choke yourself so you'd pass out. But maybe this is, I had a fucked up child. Gilly knows how I am. But but is it hyperventilating like that, or
no? You want to just take a really slow, long, deep breath in, and then you hold it.
That's crazy.
And then you hold it, and then you exhale it nice and slow. And you do that 30 times.
Oh my God.
You should be sounding like Darth Vader, but breathing really slow.
That feels like work, but I will give it a shot.
Yeah. Typically like a 4 to 5 second inhale, hold it, and then a 4 to 5 second exhale.
Okay.
It's also called breathing the box or breathing the square.
I was just gonna say that box breathing, because when I've been to like eating disorder treatment and PTSD treatment, they taught me box breathing and stuff, and it kind of helps.
Yep,
sometimes.
And that's so. The more you do it, the better. The more you'll actually benefit from it. So if you do it in the morning, right, within 30 minutes of waking up, and before you really get moving, you do that, and then there's a thing called Baja Gold Salt. You get a thing of that off Amazon. It's really cheap. It's like $15. It'll last you 1 year. You take a pinch of it every morning. You put it in some water, mix it up, and it gives you it helps replace 91 minerals your body is needing. And then
what
you take
about
your
like electrolytes?
Kind of. It helps you kickstart your rehydration of your body too. That sodium. Nice. Don't be afraid of sodium. Sodium's good for you.
I'm not, because of my bulimia. Like, I've had heart problems, and I've had like IV potassium, which, oh my God, I ripped my IV out. It burned so bad. But like sodium, like I take liquid IV right now, which I won't even talk about the name of that. But yeah, that's helping me. But yeah, I'd love to give that a try.
Yeah. It's so I do a pinch of Baja Gold in about 4 ounces of water. Mix that. Yep, I mix that up and drink that, and then you want methylated multivitamins.
Why methylated?
Methylated. Yep. You don't want a regular multivitamin, because your body can't use it until it converts it over to a methylated version. So if you get them already methylated, your body can use them faster.
More
and it doesn't lose
bioavailable,
it.
yeah?
Yep, more bioavailable, exactly. Nice. So the ones I use, I get them from a place called the Vitamin Shop. They do ship.
We have one of those here. No, we have one of those here in Hawaii. Mm-hmm.
So they have a men's version. They have a men's version, and then they have a female version. Okay. And this is it's a V Thrive, and it's a bioactive. This one's a men's 50, but they have a women's 50. The reason why I get the men's 50,
I am
is
not
because,
50.
well, I'm not 50 either, but the reason why I do that is because of the added stuff for like.
No, I used
especially
to
for
take Centrum Silver in my 20s just because I have more shit. I get it.
Yeah, you're better off not even taking those because the methylated version is better. So those are some of the best, and I do the 50 plus because it has stuff for men for their prostate and everything.
That's great. That's awesome. Congratulations on that. I've never heard of that methylated anything. That's crazy.
Yep. And then this is my I do a Beyond Raw amino, precision amino.
Mm-hmm.
And it's 1 scoop in the morning in water. You mix it up, and it's one of the strongest aminos you can do.
Is it gross?
No, actually, they have a green gummy worm one that literally tastes like a green gummy worm.
Really?
Crisp apple is this one, and then there's a mango peach tea that's really good.
Ooh, that sounds good. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that AG1 stuff. I got that, and like it was so expensive, and it's still sitting in my pantry. Like it is too disgusting. I can't drink it. You know.
Yeah, you're better off like making a smoothie with that and putting it in with the fruits.
Bro. I tried.
Yeah.
Nothing helped. Nothing helped. So
but yeah, doing the aminos, that's a pure protein. That's a complete protein because you have to have 9 aminos to make it a complete protein. Okay. And so these Beyond Raws are some of the strongest.
Okay.
Cool. So there's a couple other things, like I said, you can do, but if you follow that and you start cutting out folic acid, anything, we've talked about this on the podcast a couple times, anything with enriched or fortified flour is really bad for you. And
unless you're pregnant, which will never be again.
No, it's actually still not good for them.
Really? They used to tell me when I was pregnant when I had my daughters, like, if you don't take folic acid, your baby's gonna come out with like a cleft lip and shit.
Which is bullshit. Because I can tell you, before modern medicine, there was less birth defects and they weren't doing folic acid. Folic acid does not exist in nature. Anyway.
Interesting.
It's a man-made thing. So methylfolate, that your body does use, and that is good for you. But folic acid is not good for you.
Okay.
40% of the population can't even convert the folic acid. They can't even convert it.
Wow. Is that like related to gluten or two separate things?
What's that?
Is it? Sorry, I'm eating Cheetos. Is it like related to gluten or two separate things?
No, that's a separate thing.
Okay, gotcha.
Gluten is actually not horrible for you either, as long as you can tolerate it. Like
in moderation. That's what I tell my daughter. I said, if you don't see that, please don't worry about it.
So I have a mill, and I actually am starting to mill my own wheat berries for flour.
Mill?
Yeah,
oh my gosh,
it's not a big one.
It is a big one. Sounds so fun. Sorry.
So it's going to have the full protein in it and the folic acid, like no folic acid, no additives. It's going to just be pure flour, and that's going to be the best for you. If you can find that, and Gilly has talked about it before.
For my interruption.
No, it's okay. King Arthur flour, the small bag. A lot of those, the red bag, it's non-fortified or non-enriched. Yep. That is the best.
Okay.
That you can buy. Now, if you start doing your own, you do your own, get a countertop mill or whatever, and you can buy wheat berries right off of Amazon fairly cheap, and then do it that way. But there's a lot of things you can do.
You hand cranked or something?
No, this one actually has a motor on it. This is a pretty heavy duty one I got.
Nice.
It's huge.
He's gonna hook his dog up to it like it's of a horse or a jackass.
Right? But there's a lot of things, and if you just be conscious about it, there's an app called Yucca. It's Yuka.
Yeah.
If you download that app and then start scanning food at the grocery store, it will tell you about additives and stuff in the.
Wow.
in the food that is not good for you.
That's spectacular information. Thank you.
Yeah, and
Especially because I have a kid and she's 13 and she's growing and she's going through all this shit, so she's got to be eating it as best as possible, right?
well, and so my son's 14 and he just told his mom to stop buying him junk food.
Nice.
He doesn't want anything with white flour in it that she buys or anything. He actually removed himself off of his ADHD medication. It's made that big of a difference with his brain function and everything.
Yeah, because I'm on that, and I would love for something to help me off of it, but it helps me not be like. I mean, if I wasn't on it, like the world could not tolerate me. Seriously, so I would love for something to do that for me, but it seems like something that a miracle that wouldn't happen to me. So it's cool to hear that it happened to somebody else.
It definitely can. If you just gonna have to. It does take a little bit of work at first. You got. I mean, I don't eat sweets at all. I do not eat sweets, and so it's not hard for me. Now, somebody like my mom, it's kind of hard for her because she likes the sweets, and she's like, but she's actually doing really, really well, and she's lost quite a bit of weight. She's at the lowest she's ever, she's been in like 20 years.
Nice.
And then she's feeling a lot better too. So there's a lot of stuff that you can do. Yep.
Yeah, we just cut out like processed because I'm a single mom, and I'm tired.
Oh, she just went.
Oh,
there you go.
I muted.
You muted yourself.
Hello, do you hear me? You hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay, sorry, I accidentally muted myself. No, so recently I cut out because I'm a single mom and I'm tired all the time. So I get those frozen meals that you microwave, spaghetti, fettuccine, whatever the hell it is, and it seems healthy, honestly. But then when I read about it, it's not at all. So now I finally broke down and I go by the ingredients and make things. And it's made a difference already.
And that's where if you have a pasta maker, you'd be better off with just your regular raw flour and making your own pasta that way, so that way you're not getting that folic acid, and it would be a lot healthier because you're getting the whole wheat berry, whereas you're getting all the protein, you're getting the gluten. It's just a healthier product for you. And if you do it on a day off, you can meal prep, for your week, and then you can pop it in the microwave and heat it up.
Yeah, my
when you are
aunt has one, and it's fun. It's like a Play-Doh. Remember the Play-Doh things, the Fun Factory or whatever the hell it was called? That's what it was like. So it was super fun to use my aunt. So that's a great idea.
Yeah,
is it expensive?
No, you can get some fairly inexpensive. My big grain mill, I paid $171 at Walmart for it. $171, and that's a big one.
Damn.
It's not super expensive, but it's worth its weight. I can tell you that much. With your health
for itself, basically.
Absolutely.
Nice. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds good. These are great ideas. I'm
But
glad
if you just
food
prep and freeze them, and then you have your own TV dinners or microwave dinners or whatever. But it's a lot healthier.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, that's a fantastic idea. The same principle. We have those meals that just pop in the microwave. When she gets home from school or whatever. That's a great idea.
Yep. And you know what's in it.
So what? When they say processed food is bad for you, what about it is so bad for you? Because we've been eating so much of it until I stopped.
There's a lot. There's texturing agents. There's anti-caking agents. There's preservatives. There's a lot of different things. And then you go into the dyes and everything else, and your body just is not meant to process that stuff.
I was buying these. They're called Power Bowls or something. They have quinoa, really healthy food in it. And I bragged about it to my boyfriend because my boyfriend's all into working out and supplements and muscles and shit. He's like, it's still processed food. It's still frozen and put in microwave, so you're just wasting your time. And I was really mad about that.
It's going to have additives in it that aren't good.
Yeah.
And that's what a lot of people don't realize is the health food section of a grocery store is just as bad as anywhere else in that grocery store. It's
That's
all
crazy.
processed. There is certain things you got to know what to look for. So the Yucca app that I'm telling you about, that will help you make better decisions. And so if it scores bad on the app, it'll actually give you recommendations on products to buy instead that score way higher and is healthier for you.
Oh my gosh, as a mom, that's like,
So,
I'm writing all of this down, trust me.
Yeah, the Yucca app is great because like if you were to scan some noodles or something, it would probably be like 30 out of 100 and it would be red. And it would tell you, if you click it, it'll tell you what ingredients in it are bad for you, what made it bad.
What to avoid.
Yep. And then at the bottom, it'll have different products of noodles that you could substitute that would be way healthier.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
And if you like ramen, I found a healthy ramen that's low sodium everything on Amazon.
Wait, what's that?
If you like ramen, you can get healthy ramen off Amazon now.
My daughter does. My daughter does. And thank you. What's it called? Do you know?
Here, let me pull it up here for you.
Okay.
Because it's actually low sodium and only has 3 ingredients in it.
Because my daughter's half Native Hawaiian, and like that, that's part of her culture, I guess. She's like obsessed with it.
Where the fuck is my orders at?
And that's another thing too, is once you get a pasta maker and you got your mill and you start making your own noodles, you can make your own ramen noodles.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Oh my gosh. And she was the one that loved making it the most when we went to Texas. So yeah, that's the first thing I'm gonna buy, I think.
Yeah, it's definitely pretty cool.
Because we eat a lot of pasta, but it's always frozen, and you know.
Yep.
So,
here's the one I get off Amazon right here.
Okay, let me check.
I'm gonna grab a beer. I'll be right back.
Oh, I wish I had one.
Organic ramen off Amazon. It's only 3 ingredients on it.
What's it called? Say organic. I have an appointment to go get glasses, and I'm so embarrassed. But
yeah, Sun Given organic ramen noodles.
Okay, I will search that. Are they very expensive or?
One time they're say $15. You get a pack of 9 in it.
That's not much more expensive than the ones we get now, you know. I mean, and the difference in the price is worth it for her, you know, and her health. Because I really feel like the hormones and everything contributed to like her developing quickly and all that, you know.
Yeah, it makes a huge difference, and it you know, like I said with everybody, you know, it helps with depression. It helps with a lot of stuff because and I believe it. Everything Gary Brecka has said about your gut health is probably one of the most important things to take care of.
I was just gonna say that because it's your immune, it's your immune health there. It's your everything, even your mental health. You know.
Yep, absolutely. And I mean, I'm going through a divorce right now and everything, and I'm
so sorry.
No, don't be. Trust me.
No, it's so hard. even if you're glad you're doing it, it's still so hard, you know. I hope
it's all right. It's a good thing. It needed to be done, but you know, and that's the thing is eating healthy and eating clean. That keeps me from, you know, being more depressed or anything like that. I mean, it's helped a lot. So, yep.
So your mind actually feels clearer and stuff from just that stuff, you know?
Yep. And tomorrow, because we've talked about this on the show, tomorrow I'm going up and I'm getting a tube of ivermectin and I'm gonna start doing a parasite treatment.
Yeah.
We're gonna see how it does for me. I'm gonna do it. And, huh?
What is ivermectin? I'm so sorry, I don't know what that is.
It's an anti-parasitic horse dewormer.
Yep.
It's a miracle. It's a miracle drug, is what it is.
And apparently, it kills cancer too.
But okay, so you don't have horse horns, right?
Everybody has some type of parasite in them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. It lives in my house. It's 13 years old. But
Well, it's not just that, but if you have a pet, if you've been over in Iraq or Afghanistan, third world countries, if you've had sushi, I mean, if you've played in dirt as a kid, you're gonna have a parasite.
Oh yeah.
Even if you garden, you know.
But I got the natural dewormer right there. Chew tobacco. Swallow the juice. You're good.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna do ivermectin instead.
So I have a question. I take edibles, and it's actually prescribed by my doctor for like my bulimia recovery. And by the way, it's been a year and a half. I'm so excited. But anyway,
congrats.
Yes,
thank you so much.
Congratulations.
But he wants me to take them, and of course I don't mind. But how does that? Will that affect this diet or anything? Jim?
Nope, I do edibles too, and they're not prescribed.
That's fantastic. Okay, goodness.
It won't affect the diet or anything. I mean, you might get the munchies, but just make sure you got clean food. Just make sure you got clean food to munch on instead of the processed food. You know.
Exactly. That's the thing though, is when I take edibles, I will get like just raw lettuce and just eat lettuce like with a little bit of like vinegar
I'm a
on
big
it.
fan of carrots and celery with ranch. I mean, I'm
and
from the
then spinach
Midwest. We only use ranch.
No.
I hate ranch.
No, Thumper. We don't always use ranch, goddammit.
No, I do like blue cheese though.
Sometimes peanut butter on celery. Yes.
Oh yeah. Yep. Peanut butter on celery. You got to do that too.
Well,
With
no,
some
then you got to
raisins.
make the answer log. But I have
Yep.
to tell you guys a story. The people that know me about ranch and why. Well, I always hated it, but like y'all know, I got married to Ellis, right? And he was so mean to me, and he knew I hated ranch dressing, and he got mad at me. So he tackled me down, and he put it all in my hair, like coated my hair in it. And I couldn't stop smelling ranch dressing literally for like a year. I'm not exaggerating. So I won't go anywhere near that side.
I do like blue cheese though too, but
Blue cheese is okay.
I make
don't
my
really
own.
like the creamy ones, but that one's okay. I just
I make
vinegar
my
on
own
stuff though.
Yeah, I make my own blue cheese dressing.
Nice. I mean, that was good. But for me, vinegar works wonders. Some people hate it. I don't know. I like it. My daughter hates it.
So any other questions about the diet or anything?
Not at this point. Like maybe or I don't know if y'all do this every day or what, but like maybe like somehow I can ask you later if I think of questions. You know.
You can always So you can go on. Oh shit! I don't use my real name on here.
That's fine. I don't care.
You can search me on Facebook and then just friend request me and send me messages. That's fine.
Or Gilly can send me.
I'll put it in the comments so you can.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. So anybody that's watching that doesn't remember
Baby Boswell.
What's up?
Baby Boswell.
Awesome.
Let's see here.
Yeah, I gotta go, guys, because I gotta go, like, be a mom and stuff right now.
There you go.
What,
should be able to click my name.
Okay.
And then add me on, and then you can. Then you can ask questions or whatever that comes up if you have questions.
Hey, Gilly, how often do you do this?
Oh, we do it. Normally we do it on Sundays and Tuesdays, but today we're gonna do it. We're doing it. So we did it yesterday, today, and tomorrow.
Okay, and hey, Rocky. It's so
Hey,
good to see you.
what's up? Good to see you too. Good to hear from you.
Yeah, next time y'all see me, I'm just right now. I got keto dust all over my face, so no. But
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I will find my way there next time, you know?
Well, just let us know when, because I got your email out just now, so all I got to do is send you an invite.
Absolutely. Or message on Facebook or anything.
Yep.
But y'all have a good Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day, you guys. It's so good catching up with you. So good meeting you. So good for getting all that information. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yep.
Well, you take care.
Absolutely.
Take care, Mama.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See ya.
All right. Thumper.
What?
This I can see you doing this one right here.
Uh-oh.
Well, I might do it too, so you never know.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, you guys are
I
in
don't even know what
the
it
same
is,
boat
but-
together on that one.
I mean,
I saw that today. It's like, you gotta save that motherfucker right there.
I think that would be more you because I mean you got Alpha Gale, you know. You're like hyper vigilant about ticks now. Hey, so if you get bit by another one of those ticks, does it reverse the Alpha Gale? Does
No,
it give you back? Does it give
No.
you back what you lost?
no, it just makes your fucking numbers even higher. Hold on. Oh, it does too.
Like, God damn it.
All right. This is for anybody who's ever had a woman ask him to cook their steaks well done.
Ugh,
I saw this. I was like,
I refuse.
yep.
Some prime steak, the stuff you brought home.
Oh, okay. Can you make mine extra well done?
No.
What? No, I want it. I want it
No.
well done. I want it really cooked.
Nope.
Please.
Nope. Oh, there's some hamburger in there. I could make that well done for you.
Yep, that's how I would be.
I've actually told a girl something like that too. I'm like, no, steaks are fucking either rare or medium rare. Not fucking
Did you
well
see
done.
the steak I made the other day for my son
Oh yeah,
on Facebook? Oh, that was like
That's good.
perfect mid rare ribeyes. Oh, they were to die for.
oh hell yeah.
They were so good. I think. Damn. That beer is
fuck you,
getting
but-
to me.
Hey Rocky, this next one's for you, brother. Right here.
This is going to be stupid.
This is what you should do to Heidi right here. Well,
Oh,
as
Lord.
a joke, right? As a joke. Well, you might do it, but just leave it on there.
Watch, she's watching it right now.
Probably is.
I saw that.
Well, let me pause the music here.
She is pissed.
Did you ever see the one where it had the picture of the guy that made a blanket of his face as the blanket that she has to sleep with on her bed?
Yep. Look at the people that are like, what the fuck?
Taking video and shit.
That's funny.
Hell yeah. I saw that today. I was like, oh my God.
I can see you doing that.
Somebody just lit a grill up. Smell it.
It's
Wait.
raining out where we are, man. Where
Yeah,
I'm at, it's raining.
It's been off and on out here too.
Same here.
Really?
Yeah.
I got fucking blue skies and like 70 some degrees. I think it's
Nice.
There you go.
71. It's like perfect. 71 degrees and blue skies.
Since we got marriage stuff going up, I don't know if you guys seen this one.
So somebody had to do it. I am the first one. Somebody had to do it.
Oh,
The FDA just approved new medication.
Oh, I like this one right there. The new medication one.
You want me to go ahead? I'll show this one.
Maybe
show that
what
one.
we should do is play that ding off.
No, not yet.
Good night, everyone.
All right. It's for everybody.
The FDA just approved new medication for lesbians with depression.
Don't. Just don't.
It's called Tricoxagen. Oh my God!
Oh man, that's funny.
It's a good joke. Definitely isn't HR approved anymore.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious, there.
Yeah, it's been nice weather today, man. It's like perfect day out. I was out driving to the dispensary and had to go to Illinois, and it was just driving. It was just everything's green. It's blue out. It was perfect temperature, nice little breeze. It was like, damn, couldn't ask for a better day.
And it was. I woke up at 67 in the fucking house. I keep the house on 6. I keep 68 on the house on the AC, right? But that bitch was 67. I was cold. I had the fan going. I was like, fuck, I'm getting chilly here.
I had the windows open. It was 62 in my house this morning. It was great.
It's 67 right now, my house.
Well, I got the windows open. There's a nice breeze through.
Oh, I leave the windows fucking closed. That's why I turn the AC on as soon as I can because of allergies. So, nope.
No, my son's got allergies
right here.
My son's got allergies, and I make him suffer.
What an
He
ass!
don't pay the electricity bill.
What an ass!
He don't pay the electricity bill. Damn it!
You just keep him doped up on Benadryl, don't you? You just go like, here, take your Benadryl.
No, he doesn't even do that. He just blows his nose a lot.
That's why I've always
love
watched my
son,
nose.
Everybody, I love my son. He doesn't like taking meds, though. He doesn't.
You're just a tight ass when it comes to turning on your AC.
Or heat, dude. I try not to turn that stuff on either.
Well, heat, I'll give you that one. Because that fucking gas bill, man. Fuck. In wintertime, fuck, that shoots up like a motherfucker.
Well, that's how, I mean, fuck my electricity bill. But I will tell you, I am down to, fuck, what did I pay for my bill last time? My water is down to $33. My electricity, I think I paid $119 this last time. But I have 2 fans running constant. And I have a light on in the basement constantly because if I shut it off, it's too dark in there and step on shit because it's a construction zone right now. And so I gotta have a light on down there, otherwise I won't see shit and end up hurting. I'll end up breaking a bone.
Old Thumper will be tumbling down the fucking stairs. Dum, 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 dum.
No, the stairs aren't bad. It's once you're down inside the basement because there's only like these little itty bitty windows and they don't let enough light through. So then I start stepping on shit and then I'm yelling and cussing and throwing stuff and I break things and yeah.
That's always
that you gotta fix later.
Yep. Yeah. So I figure I'll leave that light on, but it is an LED, so it doesn't use much electricity. And then the 2 ceiling fans that I have going all the time in the house. So it was like 62 this morning in the house, 63, something like that. And I had my bedroom ceiling fan and then the dining room ceiling fan on.
Shit, all that LED light is fucking scams. What it is, it's about money. Putting money into people's pockets is what it is.
It does use less electricity. I'll take it.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, it's a fucking scam because they will go out quicker than the fucking old ones used to.
I think if you just leave them on, they're not bad. They'll
I've had
last
it.
forever.
I changed them out on my house, right? When I got this house, changed them all out. I don't have any times I had to fucking replace them all around. I'm like, motherfucker. Those bitches ain't cheap either to get them.
See, I haven't had any issues with mine. Yeah. And I'm putting all new ones in too. I'm putting in the canless pucks, you know? Yeah. And some of them actually have the halo, so you turn the switch off and then you turn it on. Yeah. So the light's on. When you have the lights on, you turn it off and then you turn it back on, and then a little light around the edge lights up and glows. It's like almost like a night light. It's pretty cool. And then you shut the light switch off and turn it back on, and then the main light's on again.
You going
But
fancy? That's what you're doing. You going fancy?
Well, I'm doing that in the main, entranceway, and then in the bedrooms. So that way, if you don't want the lights on full bright, because I am the type, if it's not 5000K, I don't want the light. It has to be, if it has any yellow hue to it or orange tint to it or whatever, I will throw it out the fucking house. I hate like yellow lights. They have to be white, like bright white, because it's just a bugaboo of mine. So all of my lights are 5K, and so like the daylight. And so if you don't want the lights on all the way, I do have the option to have the halo on.
Shit, when I'm watching TV in the living room, I had the lights off while I'm watching TV.
Well, yeah, when I'm watching TV, I have to because it's a projector.
Yeah. I just don't like fucking light when I'm watching TV.
Yeah.
I want to see that big old 75-inch TV. That's all I want to see. Fuck it.
See, the 65 in my bedroom, I have blackouts for that. But right now I'm running a 90-inch for my projector in my living room. But once I get my new projector, it's going to be 120. So I was going to do 300, but the fucking wall's not big enough. It's only big enough for 120. This wall behind me it's not even big enough for 300, and this wall is the biggest one in the living room. But 120 is good enough, I guess. I'll concede to that.
If you can't fucking survive off that, something wrong.
Corn is pretty fucking awesome on it, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And with the
size of like 20 foot.
Dude, with Dolby Atmos, it sounds like the vagina is right over you. It's
your
amazing.
fucking neighbors would be knowing when you're watching porn.
Oh, they do, because the whole house shakes because of the subwoofer. When they're really going at it, the whole house shake.
They'll be like, "Yep, Thumper's fucking working his wrist again."
And what's funny is I don't even have. So my neighbors to my left here, I don't even have curtains. And their living room and their bedroom are on this side, and so they can literally see right in and see what I'm watching.
Oh my god!
Get you a step stool. That way you're like fully in view, dude.
Just stand in front of the window.
If he gets a step stool, they'll be thinking he's fucking a cow. Get out there.
With all the bass going down, yeah, they probably would.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I thought about getting the new so you know the MetaQuest, they have the MetaQuest 3 right now out. The MetaQuest 4 is supposed to be coming out in like a year or something. Thought about getting one of those too. The VR headsets.
Yeah, y'all keep that VR shit. Fuck that.
Yeah, you can't.
I know I can't.
You'd end up like fucking falling and then you'd be sick.
Be like foaming at his fucking mouth, dude.
Dude, I get fucking sick just watching the guy playing video games on the 75 sometimes.
It would probably hit Gilly's reset button. He'd be like full retard, drooling, and like
kind of like that fucking retard off Somebody Mary, right?
Yeah.
Remember the guy on the ship that was like that?
Which one?
There was a dude. He was a BM2.
Oh,
he acted like that. We called him Warren.
Was that the guy we got to Japan that was a fucking failed out nuke school?
No, this dude was a BM2. Like he was like BM2, and he had like either 18, 19, almost 20 years in.
Fuck, I don't remember him. If I saw a picture, it fucking ring a bell. But I was gonna say, I thought you all talking about wood for a minute.
No, not wood. It wasn't wood. I'm going to see if I can find it in this one first.
Oh, Kyle, you remember Meyer on GSM? Meyer, Rocky, the old man looking motherfucker in Japan.
No,
I wish we had cruise book from Japan, but we don't.
We weren't there long enough for it.
Huh?
We weren't there long enough. We did go underway quite a bit.
Yeah, but we didn't. I wish we would have done a fucking. I wish they would have done a cruise book when we switched toll ports, right? So I went because a lot of people left after when we got back to Everett. A lot of people left.
Maybe it was this guy.
Rowan? No, that's OD division.
Lindley.
Oh god.
I don't know. It might have been him. I don't know.
And Rowan kind of looked like, first of all, I was like, damn, that motherfucker looks like the guy off Beauties. Hey, you guys.
Sloth.
With his fucking hair, his hairline, all that shit. Oh.
Hey, you guys.
You guys are stupid, man. That's funny. You guys are stupid. It's funny.
That would be hilarious, though.
I feel sorry for your neighbors. Fuck, I gotta have my fucking blinds down if I'm watching porn. Right?
Like, what?
Gotta have all that down.
I got blinds now. I just got to put them up.
My neighbors would be getting me for fucking indecent exposure in my old house. If I left the fucking blinds open, probably.
I'm definitely the naked neighbor too. I don't give a shit. I don't fucking. When my son's not here, oh my god, I'll walk out and I'll forget, and I'll come out in the living room and I'll be like, oh fuck, everybody's like right there, dick swinging and everything. I don't give a shit.
Oh fuck. Then he starts trying to do the helicopter.
I got that. Yeah.
I've almost got it perfected.
I did that to a cowboy and his wife one night at fucking Chad's. Answered the door, because he had that window fucking storm door, fucking swinging.
Yep.
Cowboy's like, oh, fuck me, man.
This was when River was 3 or something like that. And I got a call for his mom because he's got nothing but sisters right over at his mom's house. She goes, he came out and was doing the helicopter when he was a little weedy. I started laughing. She goes, where'd he learn that from? I said, sure the hell wasn't me.
Sure it wasn't your boyfriend or something?
So I told her, I said, well, probably your fucking husband that did it. Told him that.
Right. All right, gentlemen. Well, I got to get up off here. I'm getting ready to start deep frying these nuggets. So I'm going to deep fry them in peanut oil, too.
Cool.
Oh, that's bad.
Oh, it ain't.
So I'll let you guys finish out Memorial Day part 2. But have a good day. And
all right, brother.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Don't burn shit down.
Yep. All right, later.
All right, man. Don't pass out while you're doing it. One time I was fucking, this was when I was in high school, right? I was fucking, we always made our own fries out of the potatoes from the garden, right? We cut them up, put them in the fucking freezer, so all I gotta do is get them out, throw them in the deep fryer, right? I forgot I had the oil fucking going. I took a nap. I woke up, fucking, it was like, it's like, oh fuck. Then I couldn't find the fucking top, right? For it, or the baking soda. I fucking took that pan and chucked it out in the garage. Bob opened up the garage door at that time coming home. All you see when Bob goes all of a sudden was a big old fireball going out the garage.
Yeah, I used to deep fry all the time, like my turkeys and stuff.
Yep.
But I like doing it on the open pit now better.
I never liked fucking deep fried turkey. I never did.
I do because it's nice and crispy on the outside and moist in the inside.
I mean, I've never deep fried one myself. I always smoke it, right? But every one I've ever had, no matter how much fucking season they had, that bitch was dry as a motherfucker. Every fucking time. Even the legs were fucking dry.
I don't see how. I've never fucking had a dry turkey out of a deep fryer.
That's the reason why I don't like fucking fried turkey. Me? I'll put the bitch on the smoker where I know that bitch gonna be fucking moist and juicy.
And you dipped it, you didn't just drop it in. You dipped it in.
I never cooked it. Everybody else that was cooking it.
Oh.
they would fucking coat it right, do their seasoning and all that bullshit on it right, and then drop it in. And I'm like, motherfucker, put a thermometer in that bitch and fucking in the breast with 160 or 160, pull it, or 155, pull it.
I've never had a dry turkey out of a fryer, but I do shit right, I guess.
That's why I don't. I'm not cooking. To me, turkey needs to be fucking on the smoker. To me.
Yeah, that one I did on the fucking open pit, man. Oh, that was to die for.
Well, I mean, yours pretty much is kind of a fucking smoker, just kind of an open face smoker when you put the top on.
Yep.
So,
yep.
I mean,
absolutely, it gets hit with smoke and everything, but it's just a different temp. I mean, it's. I actually put coals on both sides of the turkey, and the turkey's over cold, and so the heat rises up from both sides and hits it. And oh man, it's so.
That's why I like drum, because you're hanging it in a fucking pretty much in the oven, anyways. And when that juice drops down on the coals, it creates its own fucking unique smoke flavor.
Yep.
You know. Yeah. That's why I like drums. Plus, drums you go hot fast too.
I'll throw some coals underneath it, so that way it does, get that juice and stuff. But
that's a lot of people like.
It sucks because this week I wanted to do the open pit. I wanted to get it fired up, but there's no point because it's just me here. My son's gone, and I'm like, fuck. It's like
leftovers. Cook your leftovers, brother. There you go.
I'm not a big fan of leftovers. That's the problem.
See, you and my ex-wife would have got along great on that fucking part, right? Because she's like, I don't let leftovers. I said, bitch, we eat leftovers in this house if I'm cooking.
Well, my issue is like, okay, so if I do my chicken, right? Yep. I have a whole fucking family pack of fucking quarters. That's a lot of fucking quarters. I ain't gonna fucking eat that much this week for,
just
quarters.
Dude, I just fucking take it when you cook them, fucking shred them, shredded chicken. For tacos, fucking spaghetti, whatever you want to do with the burritos, whatever, right? That's what I do.
No, I know. I know what to do. It's like, goddamn, like, I got a plan because I'm literally going to eat chicken for a week if I do that.
Actually, even with just be here, I'll fucking, like the thighs, I'll get like a family pack, put them on the smoker, right, and shred them up. Dude, that should have been gone within 3 days here. That's just me.
See, my son, he would be like, "Hey, what the hell did you?" Yasha, shut the fuck up. Yasha, hang on. My son just showed up. Hang on. He's got to get a backpack or something.
You been all quiet for a Rocky?
I'm just listening to you guys talk.
You not drinking today?
No.
I haven't even cracked one yet either, so.
No, I'm not drinking today. It's more of a somber, sober day than yesterday was,
Because you hit a little too hard yesterday, didn't you?
No. No. I did not.
But when I know when you drink, you're drinking a little more powerful shit than what we do.
I have to, man. I have to. I'm not drinking though. I got my mug for the toast in a little bit.
Yep.
It's water.
What's in that?
Water.
Oh, okay.
It's just water.
Well, I didn't know if you made some Tennessee spring water or not with fucking vodka and fucking Sprite or fucking 7-Up or lemonade.
No, it's just
because when you make that shit right, dude, you make it just right, dude, you can't taste the fucking vodka at all. The liquor in it. Cannot. And that bites you in the ass too, because it's like Kool-Aid going down in a way.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I don't make it. I made that last one time in fucking C school. Oh my God. I ended up on the fucking floor because I drank the whole gallon of it. Because it didn't taste like a fucking hard drink.
Yeah.
Luckily, the next day I had to have school. Luckily, it was on a Friday night.
You dumbass. C school?
Yeah, C school.
Oh, after you left the Fife?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
funny. Back then, we was still in our own barracks. The fleet returnees was. we didn't have to bunk with other people. We had our own fucking rooms. You know, and we could bring beer through the gate and all that, everything and stuff. Because at that time you couldn't really buy beer at the exchange on base anymore. You had to kind of go off base to buy it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can still, they had the club there. You can still drink at the club, but I was like, I am not spending $6 on fucking beer. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Like after we got done with school every day, most of us, we go to the bowling alley, which is over there on the fucking Corbin side. And fuck, we would go there after class and we'd be in our fucking utilities, right? Well, we had to stop doing that because the Master Chief fucking started bitching. We told him to fuck off. You know, he's like, you fucking fleet returnees think you can just do it. I said, yeah, we can do what the fuck we want. We're not breaking any fucking rules. You know, I said, we're all over fucking 21. There's nothing saying that we can't be in our fucking utilities on base drinking bowling.
Yeah.
Then after that, here come the thing for the captain of the base. You can't be in your utilities, gotta be in civilian clothes. I'm like, motherfucker. Because all the A school students were bitching that we were drinking during the day.
Oh, come on, really?
Yeah. Because they couldn't drink. Because even if you're 21, a lot of schools didn't like you drinking at that time if you was over 21 at the time. If you was straight, if you was not from the fleet. You know. Yeah, that was when C school was good, man. Shit, we got on one of the wall we have roving fucking watches, right? You know, on the A school barracks, on some of them. Our whole job was to catch them trying to fuck the females. You know, that's what they told us. I'm like, nope. I had one guy I was staying to watch with. He caught one. I said, no, don't turn him in. Let him fucking finish and just fucking tell him, do it somewhere else next time. Go off base, motherfuckers. You know, if you're gonna fuck. You know, I told him, I said, no, don't do it on base. I told him, I catch him. I said, don't do it on base. Go to David Lodge, get your hotel room if you can. You know, even if it's just for an hour or two. You know.
Oh man.
But that's the problem. You put, you know, what do they think when you start integrating females and men, right?
I mean,
did they think that's natural is for them to fucking fuck, right? I mean, school's one thing, but they should have thought that a little differently on the fucking ships. You know, I mean, that's going to take place, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they always called the love boats.
Well, that's what they became after.
You know.
I mean, even at shore commands.
Yeah. Well, shore commands is you're on shore. Okay. All right. Let them get pregnant on shore duty. But when they get pregnant on sea duty, right? Especially if they got 2 years left on that fucking billet, then they get taken off because after so many months being pregnant, they got to take them off, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or if we're going out to sea, they got to take them off. Well, either if you don't have no one to replace that billet, you run short-handed in that fucking job then. You know, and then even if you do get a replacement, you still got to train that fucking replacement, even if they came from another ship. You know, sometimes you got to retrain them the way things are done on your new ship, your new command. You know that. So it takes away from operational readiness. It really does. You know.
Yeah, I know, dude. I mean, but that's the way it is.
I mean, engineering, we didn't have that big of a problem like the topsiders did. You know, topside rates. I mean, they're the ones that was losing fucking females left and right. Oh, they get pregnant. I think we lost one, if I remember right, and that was Matthias. You know, when Luna, her and Luna got married, knocked her up. You know, then she went to shore duty. You know.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that.
Yeah. So your son ain't out of school yet?
Oh no, they go till the 30th.
Jesus Christ. See, River's already been out for over a week now.
They go to the 30th.
Damn.
His actual graduation is so his 8th grade graduation is on the 29th.
Yep.
Or the 30th. The last day of his school is the 29th for him.
Yep. Well, it's like here they do a 5th grade graduation before they go to middle school. I'm like, the fuck's a 5th grade? 8th grade in fucking high school. You don't need one for 5th grade. Fuck, come on now.
I know.
Fuck. They do kindergarten graduation. Okay, they graduated that they can fucking finger paint. I mean, come on. Man.
For me, dude, it was kindergarten, 6th grade. We really didn't do anything for junior high and then just high school. And after that, college.
See, I went to the fucking country school, right? I mean, so we only had my class alone was only fucking less than 20 people in my class. That was it. And we just had fucking 8th grade graduation. That was it. We was at K through 8th, same building. So we had 8th grade graduation because we didn't have a high school. So we had a choice between like 5 different high schools in the area to go to.
See, we had like my son, he's K through 8, and then he goes to the high school.
Yep.
And it's part of the same community.
Yep.
And so like he's literally going to go to 2 schools in 12 years.
Yep.
I, on the other hand, went to fucking 8 or 9 schools in 12 years. I moved all the time.
Yeah, because you moved.
But I stayed in the same town. I stayed in the same area. Except for 1 year in Arkansas and 2 years in Indiana, and that's it.
Well, that's
the rest was all here in town.
Yeah, but when you have a big school district like that, that's gonna happen. It's just like Columbia, right? Dude, they got like 4 high schools in Columbia. 4.
We have more than that. But one of them, so when I went to high school in 9th grade, I went to high school. We were the first class let in to high school, 9th grade, because it used to be 10th, 11th, and 12th. So we were the first class let in 1990, fucking 94. And that school was the largest school in the entire state of Iowa. We had over 5,000 kids in one high school. And our freshman class was 500 kids of that 5,000. And that was just one high school. Yep. That's a lot of fucking kids.
Yep. I thought my fucking freshman class was big, fucking 250 people freshman class.
Shit, in Arkansas, when I went to school there, it was K through 12, and that fucking school was less than 200 for the whole school. I was like, what the fuck? I went from having a 500 person 9th grade class to 10th grade, where the whole goddamn K through 12 was less than 200 people.
Yep. See, when I graduated,
class was like their graduating senior class was like 10 or 11 or something like that.
Oh yeah, so like my graduating class went from 250 from freshman year to senior year down to like 160. That was it. And that shit took for fucking ever to fucking get through the fucking ceremony. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they did a lot here.
Be right back.
You went to school in California, right?
Yeah, my class, I think we had 1,000 people.
That's
or close to 1,000 people, I think. 900 to 1,000 people, I think. Our class was had like 4,000 people at it.
I believe it.
It's a big school.
You were middle or north California?
I was in Southern California.
Oh, you were Southern. Okay.
Yeah. SoCal.
Where at?
It was Victorville at that time.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Because, like those schools out in Orange County, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, my son went to Los Alamitos, and apparently Los Alamitos High School was what that show about the chorus was based off of.
Yeah.
I forgot the name of that TV show because I never watched that shit. I couldn't fucking stand it. But apparently a bunch of famous people that went into Hollywood graduated from the school that my son did. or went
Well,
to. He didn't graduate because he went there until 2016, and then when he was class of 2017, we moved to my wife moved to North Carolina, and I got stationed in Washington D.C. at this stupid retard yard.
My ex-wife, we were out at her dad's house over Christmas, out in Orange County, and his father had passed away, and he had a bunch of pictures, and we were doing. I was helping him categorize them and digitize them, and I was going through, and I'm like looking at one, I'm like, that's your aunt, right? And she's like, yeah, and I go, and that's Cameron Diaz next to her, right? And she's like, oh yeah, that was a Christmas thing at our house and stuff. Like her aunt went to school with Cameron Diaz, and they were like best friends. And like, she was always over at their house and everything as a teenager. And then she got older and was hanging out with her. Like, so like where my soon to be ex grew up is all like a lot of the Southern California movie stars where the ones that were born in California, that area. Do you know where Mission Viejo is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So kind of, Temecula, Riverside, Mission Viejo, like all the hills, that's where he lives right now. He lives in Mission Viejo, but that whole area, is all like Richie rich.
Oh, I know.
Like,
Laguna.
I feel so out of
Laguna
place
Beach.
driving my Ford Explorer through there.
But speaking of Cameron Diaz, name this movie.
Something about Mary.
Something about Mary.
When you said Cameron Diaz, I was like, oh, I fucking shared that on Facebook before. I was like, sweet. Perfect time.
Yeah, that's a nice area down there, but it's so goddamn expensive. I can't stand it.
I can't stand California at all. Fuck that.
And like I went through Port Hueneme when I mowed. That's where we did our paperwork. And like I went through Port Hueneme and then we went down to El Paso, Texas.
Yep.
Fort Bliss for our mobilization training. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan of California.
No, I'm not either. Mainly because of how expensive it is of their fucking gun laws.
If they could get their fucking government under control and the spending, it wouldn't be bad.
The government gets voted in by the people.
I know. It's
vote
crazy.
Really stupid. Like,
yeah. And then they come to these Midwestern states and still vote the same fucking way. I'm like, no, people. You ain't turning this into California motherfuckers at all.
Look at Idaho and Utah. Meridian in Idaho is one of the fastest growing towns in all of Idaho. And it's like, you look at all the license plates, they're all fucking from California. And they're all moving there. And then same with like Salt Lake City and outside West Jordan and all these other places outside Salt Lake City. The Californians are moving in there and they're fucking jacking up the prices. And
Colorado, same fucking way.
Yeah.
Before Colorado, you had the Midwest influx, right? People like from the Midwest. Now they're getting them from California now. In Washington State, Oregon.
Yep.
Yeah, fuck that. Yeah.
Because California, if you actually step back and look at the state, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's got a lot. You can go. It's the only state that you can literally go from perfect weather year round almost in Southern California to a rainforest.
Yeah.
And everything in between. It's got all the seasons in one state and it's at the same time almost.
Yep.
It's crazy. Like it's such a cool state, the redwoods, and you get up there in the north, and then you get to the center where it's always socked in with fog and everything, and then you get down to the south and it's almost always sunny, and beautiful, and
you go to the north in wintertime, motherfucking cold.
And a shit ton of fucking snow in the mountains.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I mean, I always liked visiting California. I mean, I like visiting it, but I was never going to live there. I'm like, fuck that.
We drove through the mountains, and the next day they had they recorded 120 mile an hour winds in the mountains, and then it dumped 12 feet of snow.
Yeah.
I was like, whew, I'm glad we made it through there now.
Oh, hell yeah.
We would have been fucked.
Yeah. You've been there for quite a few days then.
Oh, fuck yeah. 12 feet of snow? Yeah. Yeah. Would have been there a long time.
You'd have to go hunting for your food.
Turn into a settler. Dahmer party. Oh, no, that's the Donner party. My bad.
Yeah, Donner.
Dahmer, Donner, same thing. They
No,
still ate each other.
Well, yeah. But they had to for fucking survival. That's the thing.
Yep. Yeah, that was crazy.
So I watched all the fucking shit on that one. Good stuff.
Yep.
All right, boys. You want to go ahead, didn't it?
If you want.
We keep going. I don't care. We keep going.
It was a good one. I mean, hey, we had someone come on again. That was pretty cool, I guess.
And a female this time, too.
Yeah, the first female to come on.
Yep.
All right. Well, let me fix my audio thing real quick, boys. All right. Here we go. Oh, wait. Before that, let's do the 4 toast salute.
Yep, gotta do that.
Right. It is Memorial Day. So to do things right. Raise your glasses. I read it again.
Take tats off.
Number 1, to those who served. Number 2, to those who supported us while we served. 3, to those who continue to carry the torch of freedom. And 4, to those who gave the ultimate sacrifice and never made it home. We toast to you.
Especially that last one. That's what Memorial Day is all about. That last one. The ones who made ultimate sacrifice while in uniform.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Right. Well,
but at least I've seen Facebook today, this Memorial Day. They're not thinking fucking veterans. It's all about people that made the ultimate sacrifice. Like before, they'd be thinking people, their family members that still serve. I'm like, no, that ain't for that. That's Armed Forces Day. Then you got Veterans Day,
All right, you guys ready?
Take us out, Rocky.
All right. Fifers departing.